if you notice anything in your life that's not making you feel good, move away from it. Whether that's friends, your job, the news, the television you're watching, the food you put into your body. Hey, how's it going? So I just got back a couple of days ago from the UKFruitFest, and I wanted to talk a little bit about my experience. So I originally went there expecting to learn a little bit more about the lifestyle of eating a raw plant-based diet, and learning more about how it helps and why it's so good. But I came away with so much more. I came away feeling far less anxious and loving myself far more. Like, it was incredible. We were surrounded by about 100 people, and every one of those people was loving, open, kind, giving, and grateful. And the vibe around the entire place was just so positive that being in that environment, you felt that way too. And you started to feel love from other people, and you started to give love to other people. And the more that happened, the more I noticed that I loved myself, that I accepted myself for who I am. And I noticed that other people accepted me for who I am, and that loved me for who I am. And even after the event, we've set up a Facebook group for everybody that attended, and it's just positivity in there as well, like just support for each other and encouragement, and it's just such an uplifting environment that your anxiety just kind of melts away. And even back now in the real world, where I'm not surrounded by those same people, I'm noticing the effects of what I picked up from this event. So by being in this environment and feeling this complete positivity around me all the time, and this love from everybody and from myself, that was something that I hadn't really experienced. I'd heard about it. I heard about being grateful. I heard about loving, and I'd always tried to do that and strive to do that in my life. But I never really felt that I could fully embrace it. Like, it didn't really fit. I don't know. I don't know quite how to explain it. Like, I did it, but not fully. Whereas now I'm like, wow, I know what it feels like now. That's positivity. That was just pure 100% love and kindness for each other. And it was an incredible community to be a part of. And I want to be part of that again. I want to be in that environment again. Who wouldn't want to be in that environment? And so I've noticed that being back here in the real world, I'm not surrounded by that kind of vibe, and I'm having to move away from that wherever possible. So if the news is on, I move away from it. I don't want to hear the news. I still read up on what's going on sometimes, but I really don't want to hear that kind of negativity, and I don't want to be around people that make me feel that way either. So if I'm around people that make me feel that way, I want to move away from them, whether that's friends or just people that I'm talking to. And my job was making me feel that way. I wasn't happy at work, and I don't want to spend my life unhappy, so I quit. And I'm about to begin my coaching as a life coach, which is going to be an incredible journey. I mean, I'm not ready to coach people right now, but part of the program is about getting myself into a position where I'm ready to coach. So that's going to be an incredible journey. I mean, I don't even know how I'm going to get clients at this point. It's going to be really fun to find out. It's a little bit scary. A lot of people around me are saying, like, what are you going to do? What if it doesn't work? Like, that's the kind of thing I want to move away from. I want to move toward people who are like, yeah, you've got to go for it if that feels right, And so I'm just paying a lot more attention to the way I feel about things. And if something doesn't feel good, move away from it. If something feels great, I want to move towards that. And the kind of foods that I'm eating, by eating this raw plant-based diet, I feel like I'm putting really good food into my body, and that I'm taking care of my body. I'm treating myself in a really good way. I've decided to pretty much give up alcohol. Like, I'm not saying that I'm going to give it up completely because I don't want to put pressure on myself or restrict myself in any way. I don't really feel like drinking it anymore. I want to put good food into my body. I want to treat my body with care and respect. And that feels really good to do that to me. And I wasn't really getting anything out of alcohol either. You know, I didn't feel good after drinking alcohol, so I didn't want to keep beating myself up in that way. And it feels good. I really feel like I love myself a lot more. I'm not fully there yet, but this has been a life-changing event. Yeah, check it out. Hashtag UKFruitFest 2016 on Facebook. Have a look what it's about. You'll see photos, videos of what we got up to. It was incredible. It was just an absolute amazing time. An amazing time. Check it out. And if you notice anything in your life that's not making you feel good, move away from it. Whether that's friends, your job, the news, the television you're watching, the food you put into your body, and whatever it is for you that feels great, do that. I have 3 videos coming up with interviews from some of the speakers at this event. They're going to be talking about how they overcame their anxiety issues. All 3 of these guys have a good following on YouTube, and their content is awesome, and I'll link to their content in their video. So be sure to check those videos out in the next few days/weeks. Speak to you soon, guys.